Welcome. Welcome, dear student, in Pharmaceutical 1 Practicals. Myself, Darshana Sandeep Shinde, and our today's practical session is on Introduction to the Aromatic Waters. In this session, we see the theory regarding and practicals regarding the aromatic waters. First of all, we see the theory regarding aromatic waters. Learning outcomes of our today's session. After watching this video, students should be able to understand, to develop intellectual skills, to understand the concept of solubility, to develop the motor skills, skill for weighing, measurement of volume for different aromatic waters, skill for clarification and filtration. All these skills should be developed in the student after watching this video. First of all, we see the theory regarding the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are the clear aqueous solutions saturated with the volatile oils, that is rose oil, peppermint oil, or other aromatic or volatile substances. Example of its camphor. Their odor, taste are those of the drugs or volatile substance from which they are prepared. These are known as the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are basically volatile, made from the volatile substances. Aromatic waters may be used for perfuming, flavoring, or special purpose. Example of it of aromatic water is, first we see the camphor water. Camphor water has been used as the vehicle in the ophthalmic solutions owing to its ability to contribute the refreshing, stimulating effect to the preparations. These are the camphor waters, mainly for the ophthalmic solutions use, and these are the refreshing ones, stimulating effect give to the preparation. And the next one example is hamamelis water, or it is also known as the witch hazel. It is employed as a rub, perfume, and as an astringent in various cosmetic preparations, particularly aftershave lotions. In this it is used. These are all about the aromatic waters. These are introductory part. Then next we see the what are the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are mainly of two types: simple aromatic waters and the concentrated aromatic waters. Then methods of aromatic water preparations are mainly three methods: a distillation method, solution method, and alternative solution methods. First of all, we see the distillation method. The distillation method involves the pressing of the coarsely ground odoriferous proportion of the plant or the drug from which aromatic water is to be prepared in a suitable still with the sufficient purified water. In this distillation method, we place the ground or a coarsely grounded or orifice portion of the plant or the drug into the suitable container, and in this we put the little bit of water. Most of the volume of water is then distilled, and then the excess of oil collected with the distillate rise to the top of the aqueous product and are removed. The distillate is collected at the top of the product because this distillate or this product we are getting from the volatile substances, because they are in a volatile nature, so they are rise to the top of the aqueous product because they are light in weight. Volatile products are light in weight than the water. Then remaining aqueous solutions saturated with the volatile matter required clarification by the filtration. This one is the distillation assembly. In this this is the distillation flask, this is the flame, chamber, and this is a thermometer for measuring the temperature, and this one is the condenser. In this condenser there is a water outlet. First one is the cooling water outlet, and this is the cooling water inlet. From this inlet we have to put or pair the cool water in this condenser, and this is the water outlet. From this tube, the fumes of our product or fumes of this our distillate is when going from this chamber, these two water outlet inlet and outlet can cool these vapors, and these cooled vapors are collected into the distillate or a specific beaker. In this way distillation process can be carried out. Then next method is the solution method. Aromatic water is prepared by the intermediately shaking 2 ml of if liquid or 2 gram if a solid of the volatile substance with the 1000 ml of purified water in a suitable container for a period of 15 minutes. This is the solution method. In this simple one method, there are 2 solutions added and simple shaking is there. If the period of agitation, the mixture is set aside for the 12 hours or long to permit the excess of oil and the solid substance to be settled. Without further agitation, the mixture is passed through a wetted filter paper and purified water, added as needed to be the bring to volume of the filtrate up to the prescribed quantity. In this way, solution method, in the solution method there is a 2 solutions should be added and agitated it and place it for the 12 hours or longer period, and if there is a need they should be filtered out. Then third method is the alternative solution method, and this is by this method the volatile oil or suitably communicated aromatic solid is thoroughly incorporated with the 15 gram of the talc, and to this mixture is added 1000 ml of the purified water. The resulting slurry is thoroughly agitated several times for a period of 30 minutes and then filter. This is the alternative solution method. In this this is also in this solutions are mixed together, but there is some talc like agents should be incorporated for proper mixing or absorbing the excess of oil. This one is the alternative solution method. This is the theory behind the aromatic water, and we nextly move towards the laboratory for the further experiments. Before entering to the laboratory, we have to know about the preparation of concentrated aromatic, how we are prepared the aromatic waters in a concentrated forms. These products are alcoholic non-aqueous preparation containing 2% of the volatile oils. They are 40 times stronger than the ordinary aromatic waters. Many volatile oils contain the aromatic part and non-aromatic part. The aromatic portion is much more suitable in a weak alcohol than a non-aromatic portion. Hence, when a solution of the oil in a 90% alcohol is diluted with the limited amount of water, the aromatic portion of oil remain in the soil will be non-aromatic portion is precipitated off or separating as a oily layer. Therefore, 50 grams of talc is added for the 1000 ml of the preparation, which act as a distributing agent. Talc, here the role of the talc is a distributing agent and will absorb the non-aromatic part. The solution is agitated and set aside for a few hours and then filtrated. Storage conditions for the concentrated aromatic water are: aromatic waters deteriorate with the time. This one is the fact we should be kept in the mind. It should be made in a small quantities and protected from the intense light, excessive heat, stored in a airtight and light resistance container. Okay, this is the how we made the preparation of concentrated aromatic water. Then next we move to the laboratory, and there we see our experiment numbers.
Welcome dear student in a pharmaceutics 1 laboratory. Our experiment is experiment number 6. Title of our experiment is to prepare, evaluate and submit 100 ml of concentrated peppermint water BPC by simple solution method. Simple solution method, that means we have to add the solution, mix thoroughly. If it requires the filtration, then filter it. See the apparatus required for preparation of the concentrated peppermint water BPC. These are first we see the chemicals. Chemical required are the peppermint oil. Then this one is the alcohol. Then in apparatus we see the measuring cylinder, beaker, and this is the filtrating assembly, funnel, tripod stand and filter and pipettes. This assembly for if it have any particulate matter. Action. After familiar with our chemicals and apparatus, let's move towards how to prepare the formulation table. Formulation table consists of ingredients with their quantity, use, quantity given and quantity required and used. This formulation table of concentrated peppermint oil consists of a quantity of peppermint oil which is mentioned in the British Pharmaceutical Codex. That's why our preparation name is concentrated peppermint oil BPC. It's procedure given in the British Pharmaceutical Codex. First, what is the ingredient is the peppermint oil. Quantity given is 20 ml for 1000 ml, and we take a quantity taken. This can be calculated by the factor into quantity given. Factor can be calculated by the quantity required and quantity given. Our quantity required is 100 and quantity given, which is given in the BPC, that is 1000. That's why our factor will be the 0.1. And we multiply this factor into the quantity given's amount, and we get the quantity taken. So, peppermint oil quantity is a 20 ml, we get 2 ml. By multiplying the 20 into 0.1, we get the 2 ml. Use of it is carbonative and as a flavoring agent also. Then alcohol 90%, quantity given is 600 ml, and we after calculating we get the 60 ml quantity for 100 ml. Use of it as a co-solvent. Then purified water, which quantity is sufficient to 1000 ml, and here purified water quantity is sufficient to 100 ml. We see the stepwise procedure. In this procedure session, we firstly cover some points. Peppermint oil is a volatile oil that is distilled with the steam from the fresh over ground parts of the flowering tops of the peppermint mentha. Its family is Labiati, and the nature of the peppermint oil is volatile. That's why we should keep some points. We firstly add the drug, and they add the mix it to the alcohol rather than the purified water. We take the the peppermint oil. Quantity given is 2 ml, not a 0.2. That is 2 ml of peppermint oil. We keep in peppermint oil. Then we have to require 60 ml of alcohol. This is our alcohol. We take the 60 ml of alcohol. This is the 50 ml measuring cylinder. Then we take the extra 10 ml of alcohol. Then mix it thoroughly to get proper mixing. In this way we get the clear solution of our peppermint oil, and finally then fill into the container. After stepwise procedure of preparation or making of our concentrated peppermint oil. We move toward the observation and evaluation table. This observation and evaluation table consists of a name of our preparation, then we specify text, then description, color, odor, and volume, and specifications and observation mention. We see one by one. The description is our preparation is clear. This is our preparation which will be filled in a final container, and we confirm that text. Odor is aromatic odor or somewhat color aromatic odor, that also confirm. Then color is colorless. This is a clear transparent liquid, and we confirm that text. Volume is 100 ml of volume, and we also confirm that text. That means we passes all the evaluation test for the concentrated peppermint oil DPC. Move towards the labeling formulations. In the labeling, we should understand how to label our preparation. Firstly, we at the top of our label we have to mention the name of our preparation, that is concentrated peppermint water DPC. Then volume of our preparation, that's 100 ml. Then next we contain the each 100 ml content or each 10 ml content. Here we mention the each 100 ml content. Then our peppermint oil, that's 2 ml. Alcohol content is 60%. Then purified water quantity sufficient to 100 ml. This will mention our preparation's content. Then dose of our preparation, that is 0.25 to 1 ml. Category is a flavoring agent and a carbonative. And storage, it should be stored in an airtight container. Then other formulation specimens are the manufacturing license number, manufacturing batch number, manufacturing date of our preparation, expiry date, and maximum retail price. And lastly, we cover the address or manufacturer's address, which will at the bottom. Labeling formulations. We cover here we fill our final preparation in the final container. For that preparation of making the label, we should take a bond paper of appropriate size, and in that we use the different colors for making our label attractive. This one is the specimen copy, we made it, and all the details should be mentioned on that. And we stick our label to our container in such a manner. Our label should not be big or should not be small one. It should be of appropriate size, and it should be look nice on our final preparation. In this session, we cover how to make the formulation table. In this session of preparation of a concentrated peppermint oil, we cover the how to make a formulation table. Then we go through the stepwise procedure, and then we see the evaluation table and observation of it, and then we see the labeling of our preparation. Then last part is our result. Result should be mentioned as 100 ml of our concentrated peppermint oil BPC can be stored in an airtight container. This is our result. Thank you very much students, friends, for watching the video.